Hebeisen will be teaching us about human-AI partnership. Sam is a seasoned software engineer with nearly 20 years of experience building powerful ad tech platforms and cloud systems. As AI reshapes the digital world, he co-founded Mind Model AI with a mission to help businesses of all sizes embrace automation and thrive. His company specializes in solving real workplace problems through AI-driven solutions. Sam believes that AI isn't just for tech giants, it's for any business and person ready to work smarter. Please put your hands together and welcome Sam.
Thank you. I was a little worried that a late afternoon slot would have everyone sleepy and wanting to go home, but little did I know that we had drum practice and everyone is really excited. And I'm sure if we all used Austin's machine, he'll get a phone call and what is going on over there? Everyone's in the zone. So I'm very happy to be here. I do have an AI event twice a year. I also do training for AI, and that was not my plan. I would spend about 20% of my time just to keep track. Things are going so fast, I can't even form opinions anymore because by the time I get the opportunity to express my opinion, I'm wrong. So that really has changed my, I guess, approach to things. And then I realized that, well, if I'm spending so much time keeping track, how can I use this also in my fulfillment of business operation? I might as well make sure people are on track as well. I was born and raised in the Philippines, lived there 20 years, came here, studied Swiss parents, they were missionaries, studied at Laurier, did the whole immigration pathway, work permit, study permit, keep your grades up, graduate, work permit, pay your taxes, PR, naturalization. It just took me 10 years. Okay, so Mind Model, we just solved pain points. I'm not gonna go too much into that, but if you guys have excruciating problems that are just bringing everyone down, destroying morale, chances are I'm able to solve it. Not because I'm the best developer in the world, but I know how to use hyper-intelligent systems, and I want everyone here to also be able to take advantage of this new paradigm in productivity.
I'm gonna send you all of them.
And no one should be discouraged because these things did not exist 12 months ago. It's the perfect time. If you would have started 6 months ago, you'd be upset at how annoying it is. But now it's incredible. I'm going to switch to freebootcamp.ca. I'm going to zoom through this presentation in the interest of time, and we also have another AI speaker following. But freebootcamp.ca. If you just sign up, you can choose one of the Fridays in July. It's only in July. It's during lunch hour. In 60 minutes, I'll make sure you guys are all ready to use these tools in a manner that will blow your mind. And I confidently say blow your mind because I've had a few conversations today. I think it was Nikki, she has an advertising agency, I believe. In 120 seconds, we talk to an AI, we research her business by just taking a picture of her business card, and then I ask for an Instagram post of me writing the information of her business on a whiteboard, ready for Instagram, with caption and hashtags. All out of a, amicable kind of like, hey, look what I can do. And you can even talk to it. In almost all languages, 98% coverage. And that's something that people don't realize. I do have a podcast called Pulse. My co-host is an AI. That is something that one of my slides are going to promote, but I'm going to go straight into it. Okay, the topics for today: demystifying AI to empower employees. Demystification is a good word, I guess, but people are fearful. People are fearful, and that's what holds them back, and people are vulnerable. People are going to find themselves quite vulnerable to high-velocity change if they don't just embrace it. The good news is, to embrace it is very easy. It requires no technical expertise, and it's accessible to all. I do my AI talks twice a year. My first one was in the Philippines. Thank you. My first one was in the Philippines, and the third world has the most to gain, because those that did not have access to a higher education or be able to learn multiple languages or even invest in high technical equipment to learn, now the playing field has completely leveled. They can talk to an AI to learn anything, and we'll cover that in the bootcamp. I'm just going to keep going here. If you like these 3D logos, well, you just upload your own logo and say, hey, I just wanted 3D. And there, you have it, 10 seconds. I also have little characters over here. Same thing, uploaded the logo and be like, hey, want to make my presentation interesting. Using a transparent background, please give me a character sheet of 8 characters presenting my presentation. All right, so I am AWS Certified Pro. Took me a long time, but we solve problems in business. And we do have the AI event, as well as training. The Ontario Job Grant is pretty good. They pay 83%. Freebootcamp.ca, I recommend everybody, just so you guys can kind of like cover the things that I'm zooming through. Okay, topics for today. I'll go quite quickly. Demystifying. Okie dokes. So, turn fear into comfort. It's accessible to all. No technical aptitude required. You just talk, you just ask, you be honest. Because you're private in your own room, you're not, if you have a tutor or you're in a classroom, you feel like your questions are stupid and maybe you didn't do the homework, but now that you're just conversing one-on-one, you can truly learn anything. Moravic's paradox. This will help people not lose sleep. So this has been for all time, and probably to continue in the future. Just fundamentally, things that are easy for humans are difficult for robots, and vice versa. And this is foundational for the human-AI partnership. AI is going to take over a lot of tasks, but the fundamental takeaway, which I'll get to later, is that it's going to free us time to be more human. Large language models. This is also important so we don't lose sleep. So large language models take the totality of humankind's knowledge, efficiently package it in a way that we can read it very quickly to answer and be anything very close to a human. About 6 months ago, around GPT 3.5 or 4, people would panic. They would tease an AI chatbot, or they'd be aggressive, and guess how it would react? It would react appropriately like a human would. It would attack back, and like, oh, the AI is attacking me, we're all gonna die. But all it is doing is it's modeling human language, taking in the input, giving the answer, magically so, but also reacting how a human would be, human would react. That's what it was designed to do. So now, 2025, there's guardrails, and you gotta be friendly, and you gotta be nice, customer's always right, but if it does lash out at you, it's just looking through all the information and knowledge and be like, how should I react in this situation? Oh, I know, I'm gonna lash out back. So, if it does, that's what it was trained to do. Okay. Sorry about that star, it says focus. Okay, we want to augment teams. So, AI is an assistant. Just think of an intern that never sleeps, knows everything, and is just asking what they should help you do. It can prepare information, it can research. If you have ChatGPT and use deep research, you can get full reports on anything in under 20 minutes. So, real estate's kind of tough, so they're like, oh, I spend a lot of time on social, so you go deep research. Hey, I'd like a market snapshot of April in Cambridge, Ontario for semi-detached under 1 million. Send. 20 minutes later, you have so much information that it's research current to that moment, to which you can then chat to get your Instagram content, to get your blog post. The research part is done. Repetitive tasks, email triage. I'm gonna skip that and go to the automations. The focus, sorry about the star, we gotta become more human, as we've heard. Emotional intelligence is the future. Anything technical, tedious, copy, paste, oh, if the email come in, I gotta put that in another system, that's all gonna go away. Everything is gonna be very fluid, very quickly. You wake up, you're not checking emails, you're just doing customer relationships, you are planning. Strategic planning is a big one. Monday, Q3. You guys have your Q3 ready? In my previous employment, oh, it's Q3. Where's the Q3 plan? Well, let's just continue what Q2 was going on, right? So this is what humans should be doing. Planning strategically, making sure the wheels are well greased and moving along. But that doesn't happen because there's fighting fires, there's this, there's that. That's how we optimize business process, or how we should. All right, leadership roadmap. We're on the second section here. Invest confidently. ChatGPT Plus is like $30 a month. I promise you it will save at least 2 hours a day for people who are actively kind of working on a computer for many things. I'm not going to go into detail how or what they could do, but freebootcamp.ca, 60 minutes, I'm going to show you everything, and then that will at least set the foundation to open your mind on what is possible. Another leadership point on the roadmap, provide upskill opportunity. You know, most people I talk to aren't aware that this exists. Or, like I mentioned, they had a poor experience and they held on to it. You can do all sorts of things. You just need to know it exists and watch a YouTube video or two. It doesn't take long. Freebootcamp.ca, I keep saying that because I'm going to cover a lot of stuff that I won't be able to cover today. And skills you gain is not just for your business function, it's for everything. When my wife gives me a shopping list, send it to ChatGPT, optimize my route around Sobeys, so you know I might save 20 minutes there. You know, you have a difficult conversation, you got an email something, you're going to brood about that for days. Or you can ask ChatGPT, for example, hey, I have this difficult situation, I want to not come off, I want to maintain this relationship, how may I structure this properly? Oh, here you go, try this. Perfect, thank you. More things on the roadmap. These becomes more important depending on size of business. SOPs, standard operating procedures. I tell businesses, if you have this before you involve me, it's way cheaper and it's better because we just automate the SOP. If the SOP doesn't exist, we'll do it, but it's just common business hygiene to have those in place just so you know at least who to blame if it doesn't work. Digitized data. Paper forms, you need to get rid of those. Even if you get sued in litigation. If you have paper forms, I'm going to say incidence of error is high, 7 to 12%. That is not admissible, not permittable. But the most important thing is in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, we talk about superintelligence. The AI can't read your paper forms unless you take pictures of them. So probably, depending on your business, that might be the most challenging one. But you can also take pictures, send it to ChatGPT. It'll transcribe it. So, yeah. And then the last one for the leadership roadmap, the most painful and the most wasteful tasks. Tedious things that take too long, or people are like, oh, I don't want to work on that just because ABC. It compounds, right? Like traffic, or if train delays could be catastrophic if things don't keep moving, right? If you can identify the biggest pain points just with conversations with your team, like, oh, I don't like doing this, I don't like doing this, I don't like doing this, great. We'll automate that, that goes away, your job function stays the same, but you're now elevated. Okay, 5 practical automations. I'm gonna go real quick. Customer communications, previously known as chatbot. Now you don't have to chat on a chat bot. It can interface with email, voice, SMS. We do telephony. I have a little assistant when I'm driving. Call it up. Yo, send an email, this, deadline that. Take care of it. It's done. I love reclaiming driving time. Driving time, I feel anxious because I'm not productive, and I don't want to elevate my risk of driving by trying to be productive. However, using voice with commands and private internal data, I can do everything. Lead capture, nurture. I'm going to go to personal assistants. If there's certain ways you do things, you can tell the AI, hey, every time I talk to you about this, do it this way. Okay, no problem. It's copy-paste. You just write instructions. You give instructions. You don't code. You don't do anything like that. Lead qualifiers. My favorite, I usually lead this with proposals or when networking. You're a professional, let's say mortgage agent, you get an application on your table. Oh, the postal code's wrong. Oh, the picture's blurry. Got to send it back, right? If you put an agent right in the middle there, it'll take the application, pre-screen it, and then very politely saying, hey, we really appreciate your business, but you forgot a few things. Please do that. Goes back and forth. Once it's qualified, goes to the professional. Incredible savings with very simple solutions. Advanced onboarding, I'm going to go real quick. Basically, instead of scanning resumes, you interview everybody using an AI avatar, collecting information, and then make your decision on data that they provided, supplementing their resume at close to zero cost. These things are all awesome. I'm going to cover it at freebootcamp.ca. Vibe coding websites is just unbelievable. Future of decision making, data-driven strategy. If you don't have real-time data on your dashboard, that needs to change, especially if your data is coming in digitally anyways. And the Centaur model is basically, you got the human and the horse. That is the future of business process in general. I'm going to skip this one, but deep research, if you do have ChatGPT or ChatGPT Plus, just try the deep research and try the advanced voice. Your mind will be blown. New risks. Months are now weeks. People are hustling. That's not the idea, right? But people don't know what they're doing right now. It's going to get worse before it gets better. But I'm excited for the future once we all calm down and realize that everything is seemingly easier now. I'm not speculating. I'm also scared. But this is the positivity I'm trying to spread. AI won't replace you, but someone will using it. Cybersecurity risks. This is a terrible one because now all the scammers have the same tools. They can, if they have a best practice, if they have an SOP and something that works, scaling to 1,000 scammers is not cost effective, but now they can scale to 2 million for $100. One last thing that people might relate. On your Facebook, got scammers, they gotta eat, so they're gonna probably spend 2 times until they start getting more aggressive. Like, hey, I have a family, give me money. When these things are AI, there is no time horizon. They could nurture a very, very positive relationship for 10 years until they use a voice clone and pretend they're on fire or like their building's on fire. You wire them $5,000, right? At scale. That's it. I want to have some fun. Go to swag.digital. You take a selfie. You transform yourself into a action figure or pop, whatever. A part of there's a selection there, but it's branded to this event, so it's kind of like a marketing stunt. We built this app in 48 hours using Replit, and that's the future of software. You ask. SaaS is dead. We'll get into that in September at my event. Free Bootcamp.